So neo-colonialism. So it is one of the important theme of this novel, Petals of Blood. During the age of imperialism, European powers conquered African land and ruled them as colonies. As African nations began to throw off their colonial rule and become independent in the mid 20th century, they began to form their own government and seek to establish control over the economics. However, most of them became almost immediately privy to neo-colonialism, which is where foreign investors and the local ruling elites partners to invest in the country, but instead return said a country to an almost colonial type of relationship. They are now subject to market forces, loans, transportation changes, local corruption. Ngugi chronicles Ilmorok's experience with neo-colonialism, showing that all of the new modern developments merely hid the fact that the people were losing any power of their own. So neo-colonialism is the indirect control after independence. Colonialism, that is the direct control of a, a powerful country to a less powerful country. After independence, if it becomes the indirect control of the colonial power to the less powerful country, that can be called neo-colonialism. In case of Kenya, Kenya got independence in 1963, but after getting independence, it was hoped that Kenya will start anew. And for this reason, the title of the novel is also The Petals of Blood. That means the people, that means the Kenyan people, they had been thinking a new beginning. Their country will be prosperous in every aspects of their life, business, education, and in every aspects of their life. But it was observed that the elite people, that is Chimera, Chui, Karega, these people, they are the local businessmen. Previously, at the time of British rule, the British colonial power had been seducing, had been torturing, had been accumulating wealth. Uh, but in the same way, after Kenya's independence, the local investors, that is the local businessmen, they had been doing the same thing as the British colonial power had been doing to Canada. Okay, so that is the new colonialism, and that means previously it was done by the British colonial power, and next time this is done by the local businessmen, that is Chui, Kimeria, and Karega. Okay, so that is one of the theme of this novel, neo-colonialism. And another thing is that love and passion are always one of the same in this novel, nor are they always sustaining, fulfilling, and orienting. Monida, for example, is obsessed with Wanja, but this passionate obsession betrays him. Chimera's obsession with her leads to a myriad of problems. Karega actually loves her, but the two of them cannot sustain their love due to the need to develop his working man's consciousness. Only Abdullah has both love and passion for Wanja, which is reciprocated, and it is telling that he is the father of her unborn child. So the novel ends with a hope that Wanja is going to have a child, Abdullah's child, unborn child. Okay. So love and passion will be there, but in case of love between Wanja and Morida, Wanja and Karega, Wanja and Kimeria, their love, their love was the physical reunion. There was no passion with their love. That is the situation. But next time we see that uh, Abdullah and one just love is full of love and passion. So that is another theme of this novel. And the value of human life, there is another, when the villagers arrive in the towns that surrounded their nation's capital, they are turned away by a priest who could have helped them. The holy man doesn't even react when they say that they have they have a sick child with them and who might be in a serious peril. Then when they get to town, there is a domineering man, Kimeria, who harass them and rapes Wanja. Okay. So there is a story of their journey. When the people, Ilmoro people, they went to uh, uh, Nairobi for the help at that time. Uh, Previously, most probably you can know the story that is when Ilmoro fall in danger for the dry season. Okay, it was not Ilmoro. In Ilmoro, there was no raining for that time, for that season. For this reason, they are not getting good harvest. And people, actually the African people, they believe in several superstitions, and they thought that why they are not they are suffering from this dry season. They thought that Abdullah had a donkey. That donkey is the reason for this dry season, and for this reason they wanted to kill that donkey. But next time uh, uh, it was thought that they will go to Nairobi for getting help. And at that time, they were walking, and all their bag and baggage put on donkeys, put on donkeys. So that donkey, which they thought that this is the ominous sign, but that donkey helped them at the time of their danger. And one thing happened over there in their journey from Ilmoro to Nairobi, Joseph got ill, got sick, and uh, at that time, that sick child, that means Joseph was taken to a holy person. And the holy person didn't pay heed to the sickness of Joseph. Rather, uh, rather he was doing something indifferent. The holy man was indifferent to Joseph's sickness. Okay. So is that is in case of the life of a human being, in case of the sickness of a child, cannot be the matter of this holy person that they had been talking in their journey. And next time, Kimeria, they went to Kimeria, and Kimeria said that yes, you can't go and talk to the MP directly. I have good relation with the MP. So if you come to a deal with me, then I can manage to have a meeting with you to uh, the local MP. And Kimeria put a condition that you have to offer one job uh, to go with me in bed. So if you are agreed, then I can manage your meeting. So the man, they also, the travelers, that means the people of Ilmoro, uh, they had nothing to do. And for this reason, Wanja was raped by Kimeria. So the Ilmoro, the uh, the villagers, they had been suffering their life. They had been uh, they had been uh, they had had a problem that they are not getting rain. They are suffering from the dry season. But in such a pitiable condition, the people like Kimeria, they didn't pay heed to their human life. Rather, they capitalized their condition and menaced and harassed. They harassed the villagers, and he raped one child. So uh, the motive or the value of human life was nothing to them. Rather, they were always, that means many people at that time, they were always concerned about their own self, own profit, own benefit. like that holy man and also the chimera that we have observed in this novel. And these are meaningful examples of the disregard of human life and that people in power display. So the people, when they will be in power, they will disregard the general man's life, their passion, their feelings, and everything. Additionally, they are only there to request better treatment from a government. They currently offers them no support, and it only offers them support when it is advantageous to do so. So that is the another theme of this novel, that is Petals of Blood. Community and brotherhood, another theme of this novel. The novel suggests that while the individual has value, it is the community that truly matters. Ilmorok is comprised of numerous individuals, and only their collective work can make the village survive. Only their collective endeavor can make the journey to Nairobi possible. Their understanding of their past and how they are part of a wider African and the third world community also matters. So strike, protest only work when they are many bodies. Rituals are more meaningful than a wide array of the people who take place. Ngugi suggests that the people must come together to rest their land and their culture and their future back from the predatory outside. Okay, so the Ngugi for Thiongo, his novel, he wanted to put this novel with with an important theme, that is community and brotherhood. Kenya for a long time had under British rule, and next time with the revolution, uh, Kenya got independence, and after the independence, and he it is observed that the local businessmen and the elite people, they are they are not doing good towards the common villagers and the common general people. And in one uh, uh, in one direction, it can be explained in such a way that is Kenya's position can be compared with Wanja's position. Wanja, uh, first time seduced by uh, her father's friend Kimedia, and Kimedia was Wanja's father's friend, and Wanja got pregnant, and next time she had a child, but that child Wanja threw in dustbin and went to Ilmoro. And next time, uh, Wanja was also seduced by Monida, also seduced by Karega, also seduced by many elite when Wanja and Wanja and Abdullah started a bar, whorehouse in named the Sunshine Lodge. At that time, many people, many elite, they seduced Wanja. Okay. So if we put Kenya in Wanja's position, Kenya was tortured and seduced and raped by foreigners and several people. In the same way, Wanja was tortured and produced, maltreated by several characters. So that is an analogy. So how such situation, how Kenya's situation can be eradicated from this pitiable condition? Here, in through this novel, uh, Ngugi wa Thiong'o want to suggest that through community and brotherhood, we can get Kenya relief from such kind of pitiable condition. When they will be working together, if Kenya's people working together, if African peoples work together, then it is possible that Kenya and even the African culture, heritage, and will be revitalized, and Kenya will be a civilized nation. Kenya will be a wealthy nation, and Kenya, as well as the Africa, will be an happy and joyous country. That is the theme of community and brotherhood that uh, Ngugi wa Thiong'o wanted to present through the novel Petals of Blood. Christianity will be there, another theme. Okay, so you will be reading that. Christianity proceeds and colonizers in Africa and then established itself a powerful way in which the colonizer justified their actions and maintained power over the local population. In Petals, Christianity is depicted as a religion dominated by fanatics and colonial and neo-colonial collaborators. It is a foreign and out of touch. Those who embrace it, such as Rev, Joret, and Ezekiel, have no sympathy for the people, can offer no real aid, and they are full of prayers and advice, but not for food, medicine, sympathy for the people really need. Monira's embrace of evangelical Christianity further uh, ex exacerbates his proclivity towards obsession, selfishness, and cravenness. So there is another thing, that is Christianity and also the education. Ngugi demonstrate a complicated view of education in the text. He is certainly in favor of it. Invest in Convinced through one just lamenting that she didn't finish school, had to be a barmaid, as well as her fervent support of Jesus. That means Wanja didn't study, but simultaneously Wanja was happy that Joseph is getting education. So there is a complicated view what Ngugi wa Thiong'o wanted to convey with the theme of education. Who is uh, who is the next generation of Kenya? Yeah, and someone who might be able to carry on the struggle. But Ngugi also finds education problematic, especially when it is shaped by foreigner or foreigners collaborators. In that case, it cannot meet the people's need, or it doesn't tell them of their own history, their own culture, how to understand themselves. It cannot explain the problems that plague, that it offers no solution. Only a true African education system is of value. So education system, the theme of education is a complicated over here. So uh, education can't help them if the true African education system is applied. That is the theme of this novel. Local and global struggle, there is another theme. So you will also be reading this theme, and of course, as you are in masters, so you will try to put your criticality in terms of evaluating the theme and the structure of this novel. Okay. That will be helpful for understanding this novel, and that will also be helpful for your creativity.